in part for me, it's about relationship. I mean, I wouldn't want a complete stranger talking to me about end of life, death. So for me, it's about relationship. It's about being patient. It's about the tone of voice that you use, your body language. But for me, most importantly, it's about allowing space. So it's not a rushed, and that if somebody needs time to, to pause, to process, that they've got the space and the time to do that.
This is about the consistency of the staff, because if you're somebody that we support as such, they're bound to trust they're bound to open up more, etc., to people they've got a more close relationship with, if you know what I mean, rather than just somebody that they don't know, like an agency member of staff. So it's also about using their preferred communication methods, and also if you are that staff, that consistent member of staff, you're going to know when is a good idea to kind of broach this subject and when it isn't.
I think my top tip for the sport team would just be to kind of go with the flow and know when to stop and when to continue, and also to realise it's okay if they get upset as well, or something affects them, and that they can build on that with the person they're supporting to get the information from. It's not a bad thing to get upset, because I think people worry a lot that it's going to upset somebody, but if they do get upset and they start talking about somebody maybe they've lost, to kind of work with that. And I don't mean in an insensitive way, but I think that opens a lot of opportunities at that time, so not to be afraid if it does upset somebody.
I think one thing just to get across to the people who'd be doing the work, the staff, the supporters doing the work, is this is an ongoing process. So as important as active listening is and recording wishes and values, there's a bit on staff to actually be a bit creative. People don't know what they don't know. If you have a very closed choices, you mentioned burial cremation is often the standard one. People will make an either or choice. There's often more to it than that. There's understanding what people's attitude is towards. And we had one course, for example, where somebody had purchased a mushroom death suit. Has anybody heard of those? Google it. They're awesome. I want one. People don't know what things are. So sometimes you have to understand what people's values are. It's actually a 100% organic way that you can be buried in your own garden as well, actually, if you want to. There's actually understanding people's values and what they want, and going away and looking a bit and making it an ongoing process rather than just a series of closed choices.
I think the big thing is it's okay to ask a question where you might not know the answer, and it's okay to say I don't know, and it's actually better to say I don't know but I'll try and find out than to try and make up the answer, because I can see quite a few of the choices people will either go, oh well, I can't ask that because I won't know how to support them when they say what they do want, or will actually then sort of try and blag it and make up the answer. And so I think really important to just emphasize, ask the question, get down what's important to them about their thoughts about it, but then actually if you don't know, say you don't know and work out a plan to find out or look into the answers.